Alright, time to continue in Cinders playthrough 2. Back to our residence. How home sweet home. I used to love returning home when my father was alive. I miss sharing the events of the day with him. Now it just seems like a grim prison, and my parole has just been revoked. And close the shutters before nightfall. Can you do anything right without my supervision? One would expect that after years of serving in this house, you would remember such things. Cinders, you're back. I tried to make it quick, and I think I made it back at a reasonable hour, but if you have any objections... No, I'm just glad you made it home shortly after sunset. I was starting to get worried. Woods can be treacherous after nightfall. Oh, thank you for your concern. I don't think you need to worry about me. I need to worry about everything in this house. If I don't, nobody would. Everything will fall apart. Can't these servants do anything right? It's not such a big deal. The house looks as good as it does when Carmosa is here, so you don't need to worry. Thank you, but I do. But I have no time to explain it to you now. You can go to your room and read or do whatever you see fit. There's some leftovers from dinner in the kitchen if you're hungry. Wow, did we just make friends with Gloria? What? Alright. Thank you. Hey, what do you think it is you're using on the curtains? You ruined them, and the stains will just stay there forever. I think we managed to make friends with Gloria. What happened? What? And there she goes. Too bad. We almost had a normal conversation. Maybe it's for the better. I'm too tired to even talk, and I would kill for some sleep. I should grab this opportunity to go to bed early and rest. All in all, it was an eventful day. Cinders, are you awake? I'm awake. I'll be right there. I'll get to work in a minute. No, it's not about that. I just need to talk to you. Alright, Gloria, what is it? What's so important that you have to speak with me at this hour? At this hour? You mean noon? I want to speak with you about the way you've been behaving these past few days. Now there goes my nice morning. Or afternoon. Listen, I realize we were never really on the best of terms, but what has been going on recently is something new indeed. If you really think that I will turn a blind eye on all your childish, egoistic exploits, then you need to think again. What are you talking about, Gloria? I didn't do anything. Oh, you didn't do anything outright destructive. You're far too smart for that. But do you think I haven't noticed all the little jabs at me? You take every opportunity to undermine my efforts and make my life harder. Okay. Really, I don't know what's happening to you, Cinders. Do you think I don't have any feelings? I'm trying to understand you, I really am, but it seems like you're reveling in this chaos you're creating, as if you wanted things to fall apart. Despite the efforts of all those who want to keep things together. This is where we differ, Gloria. True, our relationship was never civil, but I think I'm beginning to understand why. We may be a family, but we are not alike. All I'm trying to do is to survive in this house as unscathed as possible. What seems like chaos to you is freedom for me. Besides, let's face it, Gloria, things are already broken. Only Carmosa and you are still pretending that you can glue them back together like some ugly heirloom everybody hates. Typical answer of an angry child. Do you even realize that you managed to describe the house, all of us, as if it was all about you? It's such a shame that Mother taught me so well about the importance of family. It must have made me naive. Because I still have hope that you will mature one day. Excuse me, mature? Yes, become an adult. A person is able to grasp a larger picture, go beyond one's own interests. And you somehow think that describes you? Also someone who can sacrifice personal happiness for the greater good of the house, if it's necessary. I don't deny that it can be difficult at times, but we're not children anymore. We must realize how we all depend on Carmosa and support her in any way we can. I see. Well, it certainly doesn't play well with my idea of maturity, especially the part about supporting Carmosa. Of course you would say that. Just like you, Mother can be a difficult person to get along with, I admit. But her intentions are good. Think about the way she's putting all her strength into giving us a good life. But is it? Is it good? Is it? And if you still doubt her, try imagining our lives without her. Don't mind if I do. How long do you think this house would last with her gone? You must understand she won't be here to take care of for us forever. And I can't do it alone, Cinders. I need your support. What did we say last time? I have no memories of this. Well, I feel like the Cinders is just like rebelling, just saying no to everything anyways, so. My dear Gloria, I don't know what is more ironic. You talking about maturity, or the fact that you actually believe in the things you are saying. Let me tell you something, my poor little drone. Maturity has nothing to do with reproducing a pattern you've been presented. Watch and repeat, that's a child's task. Maturity is independence. It is choosing the life you want for yourself and doing all you can to get it, despite the shadow of the great mother trying to block you from the sun. Oh, the terrible mother! How can she try to protect you, teach you how to live, and expect you to care for your legacy? Such unjust cruelty. Maturity is also about being able to create your own relationships, no matter what she told you. You don't have to torture each other, you know. Just because Carmosa trained us to pick on ourselves so that we won't join forces and rebel against her, it doesn't mean we have to do it. Exactly. We waste all our potential to act responsibly and show Mother that we are adults on constant quarrels. But why is your entire life centered around proving yourself to... Okay, I understand the need to prove yourself to a parent, but like... I'm not sure if it's healthy for your entire life forever to be centered around proving yourself to this one person. We're not doing half the things that are expected of us, of any responsible person really, and Carmosa is still giving us a chance. We are so childish. No, we are not. We are young women who just want to live normal lives without constant fear, frustration, and self-pity. It's absolutely normal that we aren't happy. Who would be? We want things to change, but we lack the means to make that happen. That's why we should rebel against Carmosa. We are more than capable of running this house on our own, and she knows it. Are you serious? Completely. But for that, we need to act together, cooperate, and not waste our energy on making each other miserable with our little schemes. This picture you're painting in front of my eyes seems pleasant, but also not very realistic. It requires one thing which we do not have, mutual agreement. And we will not have that as long as we're not of one mind. That is, as long as Sophia keeps up her silly act. Wow, we are apparently friends with Gloria. How did that even happen? Gloria, I doubt that it's Sophia who we should be worrying about in this situation. I'm having trouble picturing her opposed to anything that would bring us more freedom from Carmosa. No, Gloria, it's you. You are the unknown in this equation. We can't be sure about your loyalties. Now, this is something I didn't expect. You're behaving just like Sophia. It would seem that you two have much more in common than meets the eye. You both prefer to spend your time criticizing me rather than trying to contribute. You could be helping me, helping us somehow. How can we understand each other if you don't even try? Okay, maybe we're not friends with Gloria. I don't even know. It's so confusing. What's happening? Sophia is just a poor, broken creature composed of vile and self-pity. A pinnacle result of Carmosa's caring upbringing. But all in all, she is exactly that and nothing more. A product of the way this family works. She didn't just sprout out of the ground inherently bitter, you know. No, you and Carmosa forced her into this mold. You share responsibility for making her the little Miss Sunshine she is now. And where are you going with this? Am I to shower her with sentiment from now on? Why should I, considering the way she behaves towards me? Even if she was mistreated in the past, it's no reason to shut herself away from the world and bark at it from within her room like an angry dog. No, she made up her mind. She does not want me around her. I can't change that even if I think that it is regrettable. I can't believe this is Gloria the Reasonable speaking now, the one who sees beyond her own selfish interest. If you do acknowledge the fact that you separated yourself from her in the past, why not try to force your way back? You can do this, Gloria. You can get your sister back. You just have to swallow your pride and try really hard. And so you recognize it as well. I am the most reasonable. Sometimes. And I am the only one here that actually does anything to keep up the house. That might be just a bit of an overstatement, Gloria. Each one of us puts some work into how this place works. For better or worse. We just have different perspectives, and so we give a different kind of input, but surely you realize how naive that sounds. It's something one might say to a slow child to spare its feelings. Oh. To a child to spare its feelings. There we go. I've tried to help you both understand the importance of Kermosa's rules, and yet I seem to be the only one capable of understanding the requirements to keep a proper household. Will nobody ever learn? How long am I supposed to guide you and work alone against the laziness of others? Hasn't it ever occurred to you that you might not have all the answers? Because that's the root of the problem, right there! You try to be our teacher or a disciplinarian. You have no knowledge that we lack, nor a higher status. You are not our mother. Stop trying to imitate Kermosa. Is this how you think a sister should act? How should I know? Then if you act like one towards me? I think we apologized last time. I feel like this Cinders just gonna fight back, ma'am. Fine, draw Midas. Why would we? You give us no reason for being friendly. And vice versa. All you do is whine and act irresponsibly. There's no logic in what you both do. Oh, and sneaking into my room in the mornings that nobody would see you talk to me is pure logic and no emotions. I came here to talk to you in private, to get us to understand each other, and reason with you. That you did, and when I opened up and answered honestly, you strike where it may hurt. Do you really think assigning blame is going to solve anything? It's the same song all over again. Most reasonable, my ass. You need to calm down right now. Or what? Or nothing. I'm trying to reach out to you, to talk to you like a grown-up person. And there you go again, throwing a fit like an immature brat you sometimes are. Immature brat? And I bet you see yourself as an angel reaching out to me. I haven't managed to create even a little dent in that Kermosa pose you wear all the time. You really intend to become her, don't you? You want to be Kermosa's copy? What on earth do you mean? Gloria, would you please stop for a second to think and answer one simple question truthfully? And what question might that be? What do you like to do? And no, I don't mean something you feel obliged to do. Not a chore, necessity, or an assignment. What do you like to do? What makes you happy? What do you do just for yourself and nobody else? But what are your goals? Where do you see yourself in the future? What will you do when Kermosa's not here and you're able to move on? Where do you want to go? I don't know. I just want to make everything better. This house should work as intended, and it should do so because of me. I want to make everyone happy and keep it all together. Fine. And when you accomplish that, what then? Imagine the house is running smoothly, Kermosa's proud of you and relaxed, all tasks complete. What will you do with all your free time then? I don't know what to say. Indeed, such a situation seems highly unlikely to occur, so I haven't given it any thought. Who are you? What do you know about yourself? I don't know. don't know why you're so mean to me. All I did was come here with an open mind to talk to you, find some mutual understanding. You get no understanding because there's nothing there to understand. You came here to reenact Hermosa in a statement of superiority. That's not true. I did indeed try to get through to you. You simply would not listen. That makes it sound like you came here to try to convert Cinders into your way of thinking, and when she didn't do that, you turned around and started calling her immature because she's not trying to be a copy of you. You didn't either get through to me. You came here with your air of superiority to boost your own conviction. You don't care about myself or Sophia. All you care about is you. This is pointless. I see no reason to listen to such nonsense. Especially since I did nothing to deserve such treatment from an immature brat. Both of you are trying to turn everybody against you. Yes, that is clearly my goal. Actually, it kind of is my goal. In this playthrough, apparently. Then you would be able to whine about fate that brought you to living in cinders and pain. I must have had some kind of huge lapse of judgment to even consider treating you as a mature woman. Oh, look who's talking. Do you even understand the word mature, or is it just something you repeat after Hermosa? Fine, Cinders. Get out. Enjoy your freedom while it lasts. You have one more day until Hermosa returns. And I will not stoop to debating the order of things with you any further, nor try to teach you. You can go do as you please for today. We'll see where your freedom gets you. Oh, it will get me to be queen. That's where it will get me. We both know you're powerless to stop me from leaving the house. Or from doing anything for that matter. So you can stop pretending. Or did you grow accustomed to pretending too much? Pretending to have control, to be self-confident, to be Hermosa? I do not have to listen to this. Goodbye. Hello there, Hall. Let's see what new surprises you have in store for me today. Because I have to warn you, after the conversation I just had, I'm hard to impress. Hello there, early bird. Only old surprises, apparently. You really should try harder next time, Hall. Having a conversation with a room? How bizarrely refreshing. It's good to see you too, Sophia. Now, I never thought I'd say something like this, but here it goes. Hermosa was right. Too much reading isn't good for you. But evidently it also makes you interesting. At least interesting enough to make my eternally upright sister sneak into your room when she thought I wasn't looking. Or mine. I seriously doubt she's that naive. It doesn't matter. The real question is, what did she want from you? Did she come to ask for help? So many hours with a chance to struggle for Hermosa's approval must have left the poor girl quite disturbed. Oh, you know our Gloria, a true stronghold of independence, a font of wisdom. I take it she came to spread her usual Hermosian propaganda among the little ones? Only to meet with steadfast resistance of the people. We will not be silenced, shouted the crowds. Oh my, it must have been quite a display. Did the guard intervene? If you're asking if there was any violence, then yes, plenty. The streets and squares practically turned red. Oh, how lovely. Was she hurt? Did you slap her? No. I think that would be going a bit too far, don't you think? My dear simple sister. Who can really say? Such things tend to be relative, you know. And a one man's hero is a criminal to someone else. It's simply too complex for a girl like me to decide. So when it comes to Gloria, I don't analyze and stick to the golden rule. Violence is always the answer. I see. I think you've just given me a bit too much information there, Sophia. Oh, you're such a child sometimes. In case you didn't notice, we're living in the middle of a dangerous and unforgiving forest. The place is packed with wild, bloodthirsty predators. And whether we choose to see them or not, they exist. What a lovely thought. I will think about it on my trip through the woods today. Oh, you're going out again? I have to eat something first, but yes, I am going out. Why? Oh, I was just wondering what you actually do when you go out, considering you have no money or friends to speak of. And noticing how much time those little trips to the town can sometimes take you, I couldn't help think but that... Oh, that's silly. I know that I'm going to regret it, but alright, I'll play along. What were you thinking about? Excuse me for being so bold, but do you by any chance go to town to work? To do what? Oh, you know, to make coin independently. You're incredible! Thank you, dear sister. Remember that there's no shame in that line of work, Cinders. They say it's the oldest trade in the world. I'm going now. It must be hard, you know. Apart from the acts, there's still the matter of bribing the guards, finding clients. If there's someone I need to find, it's people I can talk to who aren't, you know, dead inside. You can always speak to inanimate objects in rooms should you fail to find any living soul interested in what you have to say. Go to hell. I will be praying for you, dearest sister. You do that. Down. Another day of freedom I can spend on the town. There's always something going on here. Even now I see some commotion on the street. I wonder what it's all about. Oh, it's the whole thing here. The moment I saw my cow die, I knew it! It was those evil beasts of yours that did it. Or something. I don't know. What are you talking about, woman? The poor Molly has died, and she was in so much pain for days. She mooed like she has never mooed before. Okay. At this point, I'm kind of like... Okay, so basically her cow has died and she's blaming Madame Getty, although Madame Getty did tell her repeatedly that she could actually fix her cow for her, but she didn't want to. So boo-hoo. It's your fault, I've seen the bad omens. My poor Molly moaning and the odor a wretched body made. It's your curse, witch. Cow smell on your own. You might not have noticed because you only bathe occasionally. Molly is dead, and the witch makes jokes about it. How else should I react? Besides laughing. I told you to come to me so I could take a look at your cow and heal it. But no. You didn't want to... Yeah, okay, so basically it's like she didn't want to pay to have Madame Getty check out her cow that was in pain, and when it died, she, for some reason, blames Madame Getty because she herself is basically like not going to the vet, and then if your pet dies, you're like, it's your fault, vet, you didn't do anything, you cursed my animal. It's like, you could have come in and had it check. I mean, sometimes you don't have money, obviously, but it's like, makes no sense. Okay, apparently she brought the cow to her. Oh yeah, but when it was terminal. So before that, it's for fate to decide what happens. So when it's your responsibility, you leave it to fate, and who would have guessed it didn't work out? But you said the cow would die, and she did. Yeah, that was probably an educated guess. I said it would die if you didn't take care of it. If you won't take care of it, fate certainly won't. It was seriously ill, you could see that. Fate isn't effective. She didn't die until you looked at her? Oh, please. And then Pearl comes in and fixes everything, blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. And he says he's going to take care of it, and blah blah blah, and they're friends. Hello, Cinders. I didn't notice you there. Good day. May I ask what's going on? Oh, it's just day on town. Yes, let's just attack the witch as usual. Exactly my point. Oh yeah, I think she talked about like moving away too because people are getting too aggressive towards her, and Pearl's like, no, 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 you don't have to. Bum bum. And then he leaves. People here are illogical. Just sit and demand. I still fear her. Blah 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 blah. That means I don't have to give more advice. Bye-bye. Goodbye, child. Goodbye. The woman really got to her. Who would have thought? Tough, cynical Madame Getty, whose wrath can move mountains, touched by a simple townswoman's remark. I have to consider that side of her, vulnerable and so human. A whole day of freedom! Should I go to Tobias? I could spend time in the tavern. Talking to the townspeople. Captain is there. Choice of choices. Watch out, Cinders, or you may get used to it. Okay, so what did we choose last time? I don't think we went back to the store, because I'm pretty sure we never talked more to Tobias. And going to the tavern meant that we went with him on his... Did that mean that we went with him on his patrol? I don't know, but anyways, time is up. So we'll have to, yeah, no, start skipping things that are just the same. So what do you guys want? When you want tavern or do you want the shop? And we'll see next time. Alright, cool. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see ya.